Good evening. I would have said Rio's live, but I think I'll just say that for him. Well, go on, Yabba. What's happening, man?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. Just back, happy to be back on the Man United agenda. Great show last night, by the way, guys. Really good show. Keeping up to date with everything United. And I want to say big up to Andrew and Colin in the chat as well. And big up to you, Mr. B. I haven't spoken to you for a number of days. I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing a lot better than I have been. It's strange what a Saturday football win can do for you. And the fact
stop the press. Stop the press. I read the Gazette. I didn't see no news, man. I read our local Gazette. What? Tell me. I want to hear the news from you, man, because what's going down? You got to win.
Finally. It's well we had the squad of players. There wasn't no square pegs. Had 14 players. Everybody played in the position that they played in, and so we're through to the next round of the cup. We got a league game this week, so I'll give a report this week as to what happened, because they dicked us 6-1 the week before in the other cup. So I'll say verdict on that. But I saw your penalty shootout.
Okay, yeah. You see, Big Zeke.
I saw your. You saw
Big Zeke.
Well, I mean, it was right at him, to be fair. All he had to do was stick his arm in the way, but yeah.
You know what? I kept saying, no, let's talk about this.
Man. Fair play.
I said to him, when we had penalties, we were 2-0 up, we should have never got the penalties. But when we were at penalties, I said to everyone, I said, don't mess this up. All you need to do is place it. Don't be hitting it, trying top bins or anything like that. Just place it in the corner. If they save it, fair enough. But at this level, you shouldn't be saving it. Just hit in the corner. And it's a challenge to do that. So everyone did their job. They tried hitting the corner the best of their ability. And I said to my brother, I said, bro, you're a big guy. You're like 6'3", 6'4". Make yourself big and actually dive, you know? Because even if you miss one diving, the next man coming out is going to be shook, saying, boy, I hit it in the corner, you know, and he's going to miss. And he didn't dive. He just stood there, and just luckily 2 came to him. One, you see the one where he went straight to him and he ended up palming it in the goal just before that. And then the other one, he must have thought about it.
I pushed it out. Yeah.
So he was the hero. But the referee was so poor that he whistled it off before the actual game should have been cancelled.
Yeah, I saw that he had to come out. So what would have happened if your guy hadn't scored a penalty? You would have had to carry on taking a penalty.
We would have had to do a replay. So the guy his mate was there to sort of supervise the referee, oversee him, unofficially, you know. But he was terrible. He was a really poor ref. I don't want to disrespect people. He played. You know, when someone just doesn't know what they're doing, basically, and it's always saying, the ref," but he really was out of sorts, you know. And not just I was saying, everyone was saying that, and there's so many things doing wrong. But we need to support referees, don't we, Mr. B? We can't be sort of killing them out of the game. And,
my brother's a ref now. So
is he? He passed.
Yeah, man.
Did you do the ref course as well?
Did who do a ref course?
I thought you did a ref course as well as your brother.
Don't be fucking stupid, bro.
Okay.
No, sorry. So fucking no.
So has he actually done games or what now? Is he doing games?
Yeah, it's just his second year. He's done 20 games already. He had to do 25 for the season. Yeah. He's doing all right. He's doing all right.
Good luck to him, man. Right. I'd love to. I'm sure he'd be a great ref. I know he's such a good.
He's good. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Yeah. He gets a lot of good feedback because he talks, innit?
Yeah.
If he gives the explanation, he knows the game. Yeah. He ain't into this man falling on the floor business and all of this rolling about. But look, forget our manners. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Andrew, what's happening, man? Yesterday it was Baleba, now it's Gomez. Pinch of salt. Quiet news week. People filling the inches. That's what we do. That's what we do, I'm afraid. Yo, Cole, I hope you're doing well. Andrew's asking me what I think of Scotty's Weldy. I don't give a fuck. I'll be honest. I don't give a fuck. Huh?
For Scotland, is it?
It must be. As I said, I don't give a fuck. It must be for Scotland. Andrew, I take it's for Scotland tonight. Let me know, sir. Let me know. Eddie, long time. What's happening, man? I'm glad you're liking and listening. That's what I like. Wise United fan, good evening, guys. I missed your stream last night. Was celebrating my 62nd birthday.
Happy birthday, Wise man. Happy birthday.
Belated. Happy belated. I hope it was a good one. I hope it was a good one. You know, you're closer to dying than living, so enjoy all of them. No, I'm winding. I'm taking the piss. I'm taking the piss. Now, I hope you did well, man. I hope you did well, man.
62 is a good innings. Well, I hope you're happy and healthy.
Yeah, that's good,
long
man.
Long live the king.
Was it a drunken celebration, or was it a nice, peaceful, a nice, peaceful one? Oh, it was okay. So it was a bicycle kick.
Wow.
For Sociedad, Scotland versus Spain. It was good, and I stayed sober. Tut 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 is what I say to that. That is what I say to that.
Big up, Wise man. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, that's good. Right. So, as Andrew said, it is a quiet news day. It's what we expect coming into the second week of the transfer window. But we've been talking about the buys that might come in. Yesterday we were just saying that we do need to buy somebody in January. Gomez seems to be the one that's now the front runner. João Gomez from Wolves now seems to be the one that they're pushing along with Gallagher. Look, I'm glad they've got their hands in two pies. To be fair, if one fails, then maybe the other one will come to fruition. Neither of them excite me, I'll be honest. Obviously Gallagher will probably be a loan. Yeah, with an option, maybe. The hope possibly. Definitely won't be an obligation, but maybe a loan with an option to buy. Poundland FC, yeah, right there. But obviously João Gomez is now coming to it cheaper. Wolves, do they need the money? No, but obviously he wants to jump ship nice and early before it really starts turning into a pressure cooker down there. What are your thoughts on that, man?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, you guys had a great show yesterday talking about these things, and you said, Mr. B, you're not too excited about the options. But I don't think when you really break it down, with that position that we're looking to purchase a player in, you're not going to be overly excited because you're not going to get it's going to be a no frills player. You know, even Rodri, who's got a Ballon d'Or winner, he's a no frills player. So it wouldn't excite you over, most people. Yeah, his standing is good. But his position he plays, they're the quiet guys. They just tick the game, control the game, keep it ticking over, and no frills, and just do the job. So I understand why he's saying you're not going to get too excited about certain players, But with this position that we're looking for, the centre midfielder to cover maybe Carrier in the future, they would just do the basics really well. And that's what you expect from someone like that, I imagine. So we're looking at that, and if you take the excitement away, thinking that you're going to get someone who's going to, be a Paul Lynch up and down, all action player. We're not going to get that. Someone is just to do a job, and this is why I think Agate gets a bit of a bad press because he knows. Granted, he hasn't played the best, but he knows he just does the basics. If you do the basics well, managers will like. The fans might not rate you, whatever, but you do the basics, manager like. So I just think what we're getting with Gomez, from what I've seen of him, he's very dynamic. He's big and strong. He plays in the Premier League already. They could be getting relegated, so they have to start thinking about their future as a club, because they haven't been sustainable anymore. It looks like they're going down. And he's very good player. And playing for a better team, that would be an option for him. The same with Gallagher. I think Gallagher appeals to me more than the other guy. One, because it's a loan deal, and you won't be spending out money. And then it's like when you go for a job, you're on probation for 6 months, aren't you? That's what's going to happen if Gallagher comes. He'll be on probation for 6 months. And at the end of 6 months, you can come into the office and you do your appraisal and say, sorry, it's happened to me before. I've been to jobs and I'm thinking I'm doing well. And I go to the appraisal at the end of 6 months and say, sorry, mate, we're letting you go, And that's it sounds cruel, but that's a good option for us because that way, we don't have to spend the money. We can just bring someone in on loan who wants to play well and wants to be seen again because he's played out in Spain and he's come out of the England setup. So he wants to come over here. Obviously wants to do well, wants to be seen in the Premier League by England manager, whoever, who's German, and to get himself in the World Club squad. So I understand his motivation to really come here and work his socks off. And then we can decide whether he's good enough or not. So I like the option of Gallagher. I think he's a really good player, and he fits the bill really for me because he's just a bit more dynamic than what we've got at the moment. So I would be going for the loan deal as first option, and then second option, if you need to spend some cash, which is not going to be our main. I don't think Gomez will be our main guy for years to come. I'd rather be signing a player that's going to be like the guy for years to come. And that's why I spend 100 million. That's when we see Salcedo and Rice, like I mentioned before, they spent 100 million on these players like Enzo Fernandez, and they're mainstays in the squad. Gomez will come in, and then after a year, you might be saying, "Oh, he's not even on the bench" or something like that. So Gallagher is the smart option for me, and that would be first choice for me. What do you think about the options?
Yeah, mine would have been the loan option, whoever it was on loan, like you, as long as there's no obligation to buy. Then I'm quite happy with what they do. We need an extra body in there. It's not going to be Kobe. I've come to accept that now. I have no idea what's going to happen to him, but I assume as the window, gets closer, then we'll decide. But you don't see any shit in any players at our club, do you?
In our club?
Yeah.
Because I mentioned about Agate.
Yeah, you said,
I just said to you, he hadn't played the best.
But he's not even like nearly. You know how much times he gets run past, bro? Everybody runs past him.
So he doesn't even make. What about his ball retention and just passing?
He gives the ball away. He doesn't even make 5-yard passes.
I'd like to see some data on him because from my eye test, I think he does the basics pretty well. It's just that he's no rules. I'm not giving him a hard time. I understand that he's not rated and all that. But we just think about it, Mr. B. Think about our conversation right now. We talk about spending 50 million on a Gomez, maybe. We spent 50 million on a Garte or something like that, and we're not happy. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's always a bit of doubt. You can spend 50 million like we did with Anana, like we did with Agate, and there still might be doubt. I want to sign a player where there's no doubt about it. That's why it's a loan deal with Gallagher, and there's no doubts you can get rid of him, if it doesn't work out, or just wait till the summer and spend big money if you need to on someone that's guaranteed to be our first team starter for years to come.
I hear you. We'll...
Sorry, Mr. B, have you had time to look at Gomez? What do you think of Gomez as a player? Because
I'm ignorant to a lot of things. I haven't even watched a YouTube stream of him just because I don't really have any interest. The ones I get excited about, I will sit down and watch a couple of YouTube shorts on. I just want somebody other than Agate. And I would like to think that the club haven't got too much wrong transfer-wise in regards to player profile and what they want to do. So I just want somebody instead of him. I don't want him to be an option anymore. And whether it's Gallagher, who doesn't appeal to me, Gomez, who doesn't really appeal to me. The ones I want are the summer signings, the ones that Andrew's talking about, the £100 million Anderson that we can't get. I understand these players we're not getting in January. I don't have a problem with us not getting them. Just get somebody else in. Just get somebody else in is my biggest thing. And get it done early. Please don't get it done, the end of January.
Yeah.
It's not, if you're going to do it, boom, get it done now. Get it done January so they can come in and play. Because don't forget them. Those guys are going to be away on African nations as well.
That's right.
We're going to miss them. We are going to miss him, Bremo. We're going to miss Ahmad. So, Daisy coming in doesn't fill me with any form of optimism because he's going to be playing those 8 games.
So are you writing off this season, or are you waiting to see what position we're in come the transfer window to see whether it's essential to buy someone?
No, the season. I think the season started quite well. I mean, everybody's really, really tight.
Yeah.
But I'd rather be in a pack towards the top of the tight group than where we were last season. At the moment we could still every week we're sniffing top 4. At least we're sniffing top 4, which is fine. I don't have a problem. It's up to club. It's going to be up to the club to back Ruben in January, whether they do it with a loan, which it will be, or a cheap signing, which it could be. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, we're getting, like anything else, we get linked with everybody. I mean, we've been linked with Adeyemi. I suppose this is from Dortmund.
Oh, the little kids, the little rapid kid.
Right, the little fast one, yeah. Now, my issue with that is obviously Gomez has now got involved in the deal, which is fine. And Arsenal are interested, we're interested, but there was something that I heard the other day about him getting fined 396 grand for possession of a taser and a knuckle duster.
What, Adeyemi?
Now,
really?
This carries a 3-year sentence, and he got fined basically 60 days at 6 grand, whatever it is, because of his wages. Now, if that deal is possible, is this the kind of play that we want at the club? I know people do bunglings all the time, and maybe it's kept a little bit quieter, but this is public knowledge, because I actually, before I spoke, I wanted to make sure that I got it right. He got fined 435,000 euros, which is 396 grand. Wow. I would rather, I'm not great player. Let's see. So, and Matty says he's more of a winger than a 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, is that the player?
Fast. Yeah. I think he's too small. He's not someone I'd be overexcited on signing. I think he's very small. But the real question I want to ask: if you get caught with a knuckle duster and some other tool he's had, what did they find in his car? Or was he walking around town with this, wearing this in the town? I want to know the story now. I'm curious. How do you get done like that? If it's in your car, you say, "Oh, it's John's. It belongs to John or something. It doesn't belong to me." Whatever. You don't. How can you get caught for something like that? What were you actually doing with it?
I wasn't there.
I need to know the story. It doesn't make sense, especially when you get fined so much. I know different rules in different countries about strictness, but knuckle duster. I mean, why would you be carrying around knuckle duster when you're?
Why do you think you're carrying around a knuckle duster? You ever clap somebody in the face with knuckle duster?
Well, if you did, you'll be going to prison. What? He's a high-profile footballer who's got a lot of money. He's not walking the streets of the ghettos in Dortmund. He's driving around, or he can get an Uber or a taxi or something. Why does he need to be walking around with? It just doesn't make sense to me, Mr. B. And yeah, that raises question. But yeah, very good player. I mean, I've seen him electric, get away from players. I see him in the Champions League. He's very short. He's explosive. He used to play for the Red Bull clubs, I think, Salzburg, or one of the clubs, maybe Salzburg. Yeah. So he's been on the scene for a while.
So you're being shortest then, yeah?
Sorry?
You're being shortest.
Well, I should have said that with you around, but yeah, I do think it's the pace. The pace is electric, very direct. I don't think we need him. I just don't see that we need someone like him. But if that's the case, go and have a look. Last time we bought someone from Dortmund who was a flying winger or whatever, he turned out to be,
bloody waste man.
Yeah, exactly.
So weety.
Blowing balloons. Someone's a woman says he blows so much balloons, he's lost his pace. That's why he can't run, or something like that. But what do you think of Adeyemi? Apart from the knuckle duster thing, as a player, what is that something that's you didn't excited about the others?
No, I want Premier League proven right now that when we're back in Europe, Champions League for a couple of years, we can get these. We can take the chance on these. I just want Premier League proven. Unless somebody comes out where the whole world knows is a bad man, in which case then fine. But I would rather just get Premier League proven. You spend the money, you're not always guaranteed. I keep going back to Wirtz, who has done nothing.
Yeah.
He has done nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he costs, not saying double of what we paid for Cunha, but it's close, or in Bremo. So everything is a balance. I'd rather somebody, spend, maybe Gallagher and João Gomez will do the job. Now I'm saying, no. There's Andrew saying he's too flaky. Andrew, yeah, he's too flaky for him. So I don't know. I don't know, yeah, but man.
You make a good point though about like Verts coming. He was like the golden boy. I've seen him and Musiala. Musiala's got really serious injury, hasn't he? He's been out of the game for a while now.
Yeah.
But last year, they were both of them as these sort of playmakers, number 10s, were doing great in Germany, you know. But since he's come to the UK, I never thought. I thought, okay, it'd be interesting to see him play, but he's been getting munched. He's been getting eaten up, and it just shows you that, you know, you have to. I think he'd come good. I do think he's obviously a talented player, but it just shows you it's hard to get a guarantee. And it's very rare you spend over 100 million and you don't get a guarantee that someone's going to do the business. And I think there was a bit, Liverpool been spending money like ridiculous, like it's gone out of fashion. It's like, why are you spending so much money? And if it and you could, it's not working out. Do you know what I mean? It's like you spend all that money and it's just not working out for you. It's a bit embarrassing.
No. I'm gutted for them. I really am that they've spunked their money. Oh, it's a shame, man. It's a shame. That's you know, it's a shame. Look, let's get back to our great club.
Yes, yeah.
So Xerxes, obviously, we wanted him to be the guy when he came in. We gave him all the hype. We gave him the fanfare. Well, we did. There was certain people on the channel who weren't having none of it. I think he's a flop. Amrin's had enough, it seems, of him. Obviously, he's saying he wants to leave. Do you think that a deal can get done with him? Because there's rumours that Amrin doesn't know where to play him. Now, is that bad on the coach? Is that bad recruitment? Or should we be trying to cash in now? What we would have had him for a year and a half? Would we spend 40 million? See if we get 25 mil, I suppose it covers and we don't lose. We probably make money on 25 mil on him, to be fair. But what if do you think there's any way back for any chance that he gets in? Because Mount is obviously played ahead of him. We've had Ahmad play in his position ahead of him. Sesko's injured now. He's going to be out for another 2 to 3 weeks. Can you see with, you know, King of Positivity that Xerxes gets any game time?
I think if he doesn't, that just reflects how badly they see him in the club, because he's got an opportunity now. He's the only real, I'd say, second in line as a striker, unless you play Mbeumo or Cunha there. But it tends to be whenever a striker's out, they end up playing Mount or like a false nine instead of Xerxes. I think Xerxes, for me, he's got all the attributes to be a really top player. When he was playing for Bologna, it was Bologna, was it? He was like, everything came through him. So he needs to be at a club where they use his attributes for the benefit of the team. Unfortunately, when he's playing for Man United, under both managers, he's been asked to do things like which he's probably not had to do in the past. He's been the main man. He's a great link-up player. He wants to come deep and he can hold on the ball. You see his one-touch bounce pass and bringing it to people into play. He's very good at that. But can he get in on the end of things? Can he score goals? This is what it's all about at this level. You need to add more to your game. And I think it's about getting fitter. He's been there a long time now. He needs to realise, get to pace of the Premier League, get fitter, get stronger, close people down, you know, win headers and challenge and be a bit more robust rather than just depending on your one very good attribute. That's the problem, I think, with him. He just can't get around the pitch as a Premier League club would want a player to do that. And when you compare him to Mount, I understand why Mount might be getting picked ahead of him, even though they're slightly different positions, because of the work rate and what he gives in. Managers love that, you know. So I feel sorry for Xerxes. And I was hoping that the team, it's like when we bought Veron. It's like we bought him, we didn't know how to use him. We had Keane and Scholes and Nicky Butt and all these guys maybe in midfield, but we didn't know how to use Veron to get the best out of him. And I think it's really unfortunate because Veron, like Xerxes, is definitely a talent. And if you play through him, you can watch. I've watched Veron play for Argentina in the World Cup where they made it come through him, and he was absolutely outstanding. He made the team play. I think the same applies to Xerxes, but he's not got the credit just yet to actually get that sort of position and have that role where we're going to play through this guy and make him the star. But So that's really unfortunate. It hasn't worked out. But I'm not dissing him. I think he's a good player, and he could go elsewhere and really look effective. It's just a shame.
Go back to Italy and look effective.
Yeah,
yeah. See, back to Italy, yeah, where he looked half decent. No
Italy, the same nation that's struggling to qualify the World Cup again, and got whooped by Haaland's Norway the other day. And then you got players like Haaland, false nine, our guy who's playing for Napoli, and Tom's Scott McTominay, sorry. And then you got Rasmus scoring against Scotland tonight. So it's just showing you, Italy, as much as you say, yeah, it's a competitive league, they're not the force they used to be, are they? And you can go there and shine.
Well, just giving some scores in. I think Wales have scored 6 by the looks of things, and Scotland are winning 2-1 against Denmark. Go on, Scotland. Go on. I want them to go to the World Cup.
Me too. The fans, just for the fans.
Jal Marlin, let's have a look. Do you know what I enjoy? Everyone's scrambling for news, but no one knows anything about United. We'll be doing. United have turned into Fort Knox. No news at all is coming out about transfers.
Change, isn't it? Change from the past.
Well, listen, exactly. Every other day we were getting some leak out of somebody's arsehole that they were doing this and they were doing that and blah blah. It's good. It probably don't help us, to be fair, because we have to waffle on about little tidbits and stuff. But it's good. I'm glad nobody don't know what we're doing. I mean, it's never going to be the Andy Cole days where we just sign a man and the whole world goes into shock because nobody know what's happening. But keep the door closed until the stuff that comes out is coming out from the Ornsteins and the I'm not even, I say Ornstein, I'm not gonna big up that tapping merchant, to be fair. I have no interest in him. Yeah.
I know you don't like international football, Mr. B, but did you watch the England game?
Did Rashford play?
Yeah, he set up.
He start.
I don't know if he started, but he set up Kane for a goal. Really good delivery.
Did he? Okay, well I'll watch Rashford's part of it. Okay. I just know that Bellingham's one of their better players, and it's like there's an anti-Bellingham. That's what it seems to me. There's an anti-Bellingham movement going on at the moment. Yeah. I don't understand how he can go from being their best player to somebody who they feel that they can do without. I like Tuchel. I do like the way that he's handling the squad. But international football, actually, you know me, bruv. I don't give a shit about if we get if we have a United player playing in the England game, then the chances are I will watch it.
Okay.
If not, then I have no interest. I watch Rashford like a Barcelona fanboy. But the highlights, I'm not going to sit down and watch a whole Barcelona game, but it's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Dorgu apparently just scored and equalised.
He always scores for Denmark, bro. He always scores for Denmark.
He played up front or something.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, the press are a bit hard on Jude. I like his attitude, though. I think I heard a quote from Mourinho the other day saying that English people aren't used to players like that who are hungry, and he's a winner, isn't he? He didn't like getting subbed the other day, and proper winner and a proper player.
What do you think that was a lot of stuff and nonsense about him?
Yeah.
What did he do? Did he?
He was a bit upset because he's a winner. He wants to play. And he's animated. So when he came off the pitch with 5 minutes to go to give his mate maybe Morgan
Rogers
a run out or whatever, he showed a bit of petulance or a bit of anger. But for me, it's all about I want to play, and that's a good sign. I think that's a good sign to be a winner. I just think in the UK, it's always the case. That's why they love Frank Bruno and not Lennox Lewis, who was champion at the time, and they preferred Frank Bruno because he was a loser. Four title challenges and lost 4, and until he beat Oliver McCall. But England seem to like losers. They don't want to see people with kind of arrogance or they're shocked by that. That's why Cantona came and done his collars like you right now. You're looking like Count Dracula, Mr. B. when Canada came and did that, they were like taken aback. Look at this guy, you know. But he knew how to play it. And when Mourinho came and said, "I am the special one," you know, you saw the reaction to that. So there's something about England. They don't like people to be full of themselves, you know. They see it as arrogance and not confidence, and that's something I think is a shame for Jude Bellingham, because he would be the first name on the team sheet, in my opinion. He's one of the best midfielders. I mean, we talk about the era of Scholes, Lampard, and Gerrard, and all these guys. He's, you know, already surpassed them for his age group. They weren't doing what he's done already at his age, you know. So he's a fantastic player, and you just have to say it as it is. He's a great player, and hopefully he goes on to have a great. We're got another 10 years of this guy playing at the top level. So he's a real a beast of a player, and he doesn't. I don't think he really gives a damn by it, because he's a winner. And that mindset is what Man United are missing. Players like that, you know, who don't give a damn and just go out there and just want to be a winner. And those sort of characters are what we need. That's how, you know, that's why he plays at the top level, plays for a top club and wins trophies.
I hear you, man. I hear you, man. Just a little final one before we depart. It looks like Manchester United, the club, are going to be taking a dip into NBA Europe.
What is this, Mr. B? What are you saying?
Yeah, I kiss his teeth.
Wow. Well, I don't know. This is news to me. What are you saying here, Mr. B? NBA Europe? What?
Yeah, so they're going to be setting up it looks like they're going to be setting up a launch of NBA Europe. I don't know what teams they have. I have no idea. But I don't watch basketball. But I'm just assuming it's a money making thing.
Oh, must be. But what does that mean? How many nights?
What's the inaugural year? That's the first year they're setting up. Say again.
I can understand American football coming over, and the American football team might play at Old Trafford because of the pitch dimensions. But where are they going to play? At the Manchester Leisure Centre or something? It's an indoor game. I just don't get how does this work? Are teams coming over? They're going to play at Old Trafford.
Yeah, it's going to be a proper league.
100 meters up and down.
I just see as a. I'm just looking at it as a revenue stream. There has to be some benefit to Manchester United, and maybe not so much the football club. Barcelona got a basketball team.
Yeah, that's Euro ball. That's Euro. What do you call it? Euro.
Was that not? That's not basketball.
It's basketball, but it's EuroLeague. It's a European basketball thing. The NBA is the National Basketball Association, and they think they're world champions when they win their major title.
Oh right. Well, so what? It might not be NBA then. It's gonna be might be called NBU then. I don't know, but NBA is them Peters anyways. I think it's a revenue stream. I think it's a revenue stream. It's a basket. See, Jarl, I heard about that. Yeah, is there a basketball court there, Old Trafford? Same thing you was asking, Yabba. You know what I mean? But maybe this is all part of their plans now. You know, they're doing their revamp. Yeah. Maybe they're gonna go get a little basketball pitch or a little basketball stadium around the corner from Old Trafford as part of the deal now. You know.
I hope not. I'm had enough of American sports or trying to influence the way we do things. You know, like with these sort of stadiums and doing all these sort of sing songs and concerts and, you know, trying to sort of liven it up. It's lively already, man. English football is just lively. You go to any game, it's buzzing. You don't need any extras, in my opinion. And bringing this basketball and all this sort of endorsing all this American kind of stuff, you know, cheerleaders and rubbish like that. I don't want it. I think we have our own game. We don't need anything from them. Keep it.
Well, I'll tell you what, the World Cup's coming. That is the halftime and the before and all of the American fandangles that are going to be on the end of that, boy. You're probably going to be so mad. You're probably going to be so mad.
No.
Look, I'm not going to say I'm not going to watch it. I might watch the festival of football. Woohoo!
Soccer.
Yeah, soccer. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, look, is there anything else that you wanna talk? This is obviously a question to you, Yabba. Matt is asking, would you let Maguire leave for free and replace him with Guehi.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Would I let him? I don't have the power to having his decision. But yeah, if that was a good deal, if that was a swap, not swap, but a like for like replacement, then I'll be happy with that. I think Gay's a really top player, deserves to be at the top side, you know.
Okay, and here's another one for you. If choosing our midfielders was like picking names out of a hat, who would you like to pick?
Bellingham. Simple as that. He's English. He's one of the best midfielders in the world.
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham, and he's got a winning mentality.
Okay. Some Vince, welcome, my friend. He is now informing us. Manchester United had a professional basketball team between 1985 and 1988. They played their games at the Stratford Sports Centre. Okay.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
No, and look, they won. They actually won. There you go. United won the National League title in 1985.
Wow.
Okay.
You know something? Look, basketball's never really kicked off in the UK. I mean, I remember when Jordan, in those sort of time, 88, well, in the 80s, basketball was kicking out. They were trying to push it over here. It never really got off the ground.
Now it's only his trainers, isn't it?
See?
I said it's like now it's only his trainers that we care about.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But it's huge. It's a huge sport over there, a game over there. But yeah, I'm not I've got no interest. I watch it, to be honest. I watch it when I can. But I've got no interest in collaboration with Man United football. I'll just reject that. Okay. You know, like they reject a dunk, slam dunk, just reject it. I'll do that. Sorry, we reject you.
All right. Well, look, I think that's it. I actually think that's it. I want to have a little word with you about the boxing that went on, but maybe we're supposed to do that off stage, or do we do that?
I don't know. These guys might be interested in having their say about it. I think there's a lot to talk about with that.
Anybody want a word about the boxing? Should we do it off stage?
My take on it. As a former boxer myself.
Yeah, let me hear a. I just want to hear a yes or a no before we decide whether we're going to say goodbye.
Okay. They're more concerned about Tom.
As I said, Fawn, I didn't give a shit. Oh, yep. I knew Ben would win. Impressive from Ben. And go ahead. That'll do the first three. Talk to it.
All right. My dad, let me just give you background why I got credentials to talk about this. Yeah, my dad was a heavyweight boxer. His name was Dennis Forbes, and he fought Richard Dunn twice. Richard Dunn fought Muhammad Ali. This is in the 70s. And he was screwed over, my dad, heavyweight boxer. Go and check him out. Fought Cliff Fields. If anyone knows about gangsters and guys, who's the guy? Lenny McLean. Cliff Fields beat Lenny McLean in a knuckle fight. You know, Lenny McLean, the gang. What's it called? Him?
I know you talk about that.
Yeah, my dad was a professional boxer from 1970, 71, 72, 71, 72. And he fought, Richard Dunn twice, who fought Muhammad Ali, and he got robbed by Richard Dunn, by the way. So, and then I boxed as well. When I was younger, I boxed for Hamwell Community Centre, Hamwell Boxing Amateur Club, for a few years. Learned the trade, and I got so I've got a bit of background in boxing, and I still train some kids with boxing and everything else. So I love the sport, and I think I've got to have a say. That was a farce. The first time they fought, it was like they dragged him down with a rehydration clause to get him. He was dead on his feet in the first fight. That's why he took a lot of effort to win it. This time around, he's already got paid. He's got his money. He tried to do it again, and as he said, he just didn't have it. He was a dead man walking in there. He had nothing. He was nothing at the weight, and you can see there's nothing. He looked like a Skeletor in there. It's really disappointing, and that people would be supporting Ben. Why do people support Ben? I just don't get it. I heard people cheering Ben and booing Eubank. It's just like,
but there's still okay then. So is this the egg thing?
Like that. If you know boxing, you understand that's a huge disadvantage. The guy's dead on his feet, and people are acting like it's the win of the century. Absolute BOLLOCKS.
Okay then.
What's your thoughts? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I didn't have the first fight. I wanted Eubanks to win, I think, but I've always preferred Nigel Benn to Chris Eubanks. But I think I won. And then the second fight, I wasn't overly I wasn't overly bothered who won. I did watch it, and I think I am glad that Eubanks lost, to be fair, now. But the man's a cheat. However way you put it, the man them all of them eggs. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
But, you know, people are talking about redemption. He's a fucking cheat.
Yeah. How can you
know what I mean?
How are you cheering this guy? It's only because Eubanks coming to the end of his career and the promotion, everything else, trying to steer it towards Ben and give him a run because they helped him out there. He's been so lucky that he's got that. Well done, Scotland. I can't believe that. If that's true, well done, Scotland. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. But anyway, yeah, that's my take. Good. Yeah, I'm glad to hear your take as well. And I see Ben was hungry, says Andrew. Yeah, it probably was.
I've got one more take for you. I've got one more boxing thing to talk to you about. Please.
Oh my God.
You know what's brother? I could not come on here and just what the fuck is going on? Jake.
How much is he getting for the fight? 100 million?
Listen, I'm not. It's not the Joshua.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's that fight, but I'm not looking at the what Joshua's getting. Why would Jake Paul do that? He could kill him, you know. He could
kill him, or Joshua could kill him.
No, Jake Paul. Jake Paul can get killed, bro. I understand it's, you know, they're wearing gloves, but I mean, come on, Jabba. If he doesn't knock the shit out of him within, I'm saying 6 minutes, to be fair, then I think it's a fix.
Yeah, well, it is a fix. You've seen this guy. I mean, I think Mike Tyson should have caned him and was holding back. And I think the same applies with AJ. AJ's taking this fight. He's a prize fighter. Fair play to him. I would take it too. But if it means ruining your legacy, and like Mike Tyson said, what's legacy mean? You know, it's prize fighting. You're going to get You're going to get a lot of money to fight. And it's been happening for years, going back to the 50s, 40s, 30s. People get paid to take a dive or to carry people. You know, this is what happens in the sport.
So you think he'll carry him for
if he goes a distance or something like that, or makes himself look good or gets stuck, you know, so they can you know, rig the fight or make it a spectacle and make it, you know, both guys come out looking good and they get paid, and we're the suckers going, oh, we believed it was real. I just can't believe that's real, because if it's real, AJ knocks him out in the first round, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm expecting. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna watch it because I want him to kill him. I don't want him to kill him. Prop him up for a couple of rounds, but really, like, you know, really don't do none of this pouring shit. I really want it. Yeah, no, already. I really want him to stick a couple of them on his head. Give him the uppercuts that will shake his head, because Jake Paul is just taking boxing for a joke. You know what I mean? He's not a real boxer. Yeah, but yeah, he would beat me. That's fine. I don't say I'm anything, but I want AJ to knock his bloody head off.
Yeah. Well, if that doesn't happen, like Tyson didn't knock him out, then you know something's wrong. I mean, what's his name? Who's Tyson Fury's brother?
Yeah, the little idiot boy.
He beat
the
Jake.
Love Island guy.
Yeah, Fury. What's his name?
What's his name? Oh, there we go. Well done.
Tommy Fury. I mean, Tommy Fury
beat
Jake Paul. You know, and I'm thinking, my God. So so that's basically based on that. If you're gauging it on that, the only live professional fighter they fought, who's terrible, as in Tommy Fury, beats him, AJ should completely knock him out. If that doesn't happen, then you guys have been suckered. You've been fooled into a farce.
So you're saying you're not going to watch him punch his head in?
I'm going to watch Mr. B.
And look, and there it is in a nutshell, yeah, but we will cuss it. But yeah, we're gonna sit down and watch it. We're gonna sit down and watch it. Finally on the boxing team, before we do finally depart, Benavides Yard Saturday.
That's a fight. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I want to say I really admire Yard. I liked him a long time. He's put himself into the firing line again. I mean, he fought Kovalev, and then he fought Better Bebev. These two absolute monsters lost both fights, but was brave enough to do it. You compare him to Joshua Barachi, who's an Olympian and like trying to go. He's so scared to fight anyone, and he ended up losing eventually. In any way, at least have the balls to go out there. You get more respect from me. Anthony Yard, I think, will probably tire towards the end because Benavides is he's a volume puncher. He's tough, but Anthony Yard, I think, will put up a good show and probably lose late by knockout or lose on points. Yeah, but I'll be rooting for him. If he wins, I'll be delighted.
Yeah, be over the moon. Yeah, I'll come running past your house. Yeah.
And the good thing as well, it's going to be shown at 10 o'clock on Saturday night.
It's nice and nice. It's a nice time, man.
Not like staying up for American boxing like till 4 a.m. So looking forward to that. The boxing, we gave it a little spill. You guys all like your boxing. We all love sports, don't we? We love all sports. So yeah, big up to all the boxers out there.
And you think Benavides wins in 8?
Yeah, good shout. Yeah, could be, but I'll be cheering for our boy Lions in the camp.
Yeah, no doubt. Right. Well, I think that is it. Guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you haven't hit this like button, hit the like button. Our numbers are back down to the level that it was supposed to be. There was a madness that went on yesterday. There was definitely a glitch in the YouTube. There was definitely a glitch in the YouTube matrix. So look, we're back to normal. The normal guys are in the house. We will be back tomorrow. Rebel will have you guys hooked on the Coliseum. Will there be some singing tomorrow? We never know. We will see. But Rebel will be hosting his one tomorrow. Thanks for that, Andrew.
Thanks, guys. Lovely comment.
For that,
thanks
Matty.
Guys. Thank
you.
And
you know what? And congratulations, Scotland, for getting 4-2 apparently now.
Amazing.
So they did the thing. So look, we did our thing. We will be back tomorrow, guys. This is the agenda, and we are out.